said.
Shit, just put in Madden 20 online franchise. Shit. Oh yeah, you put my damn name.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play.
Yeah, to go direct to the channel where you can just type Madden 20 online franchise and it might pop up as a live stream right now.
I ain't finna play with you. Man, I got it come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please.
Son, you get the invite?
Yeah, I did just now.
You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym. Hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I couldn't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab if you came.
Go to oh shit, I can tell you how to spell it. You can type my name. Let me know when you're ready.
Not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Tavion Henderson.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Jacksonville Jaguars. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
14. Hey, Haywood. Check back 12.
Out of the gun, Goff. Able to find a rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line. Line 20. Go, 12, let's go.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Hey, team 6.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Shit, Fletcher.
Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
No issues.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the 50, it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Breida, he'll try the right side. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
He didn't block
nobody. That's his run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, here's Breida. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start winning first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first down. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Point out.
A shotgun snap for gone. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
Knock his fucking block off.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him
looking
nigga,
for Thielen, but it's intercepted.
fuck with me like that.
He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think
my
they
69s out there he was talking about.
Pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And hello, that's they call him Breida. You understand me? Let's go get this started early.
Matt Breida, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Goff. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Goff now looks to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Move. Crunch. Mike 5. Target. 4 down. Alert blow.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Topper.
Gone. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Cut. 180. Here we go. 12. Here we go.
3rd and long. It's gone. And it'll be intercepted.
If you would have caught that and my nigga just sat there, oh my fucking God.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily,
That's
we look at
Devin
the
Bush
offense and say,
retarded
what's
ass,
going
too.
on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Nigga, my dude was right there the whole time, staring it down.
Their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. It could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well
Did you see
and
my
good
dude
what they're
sitting
seeing and how they're
there?
feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm going to run you over.
This is Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, Mariota. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars will take over at their 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is gone. Escaping the pressure right. The open man is Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Goff. The pressure gets to him again. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention he deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you got a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's Breida. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Mariota completes it to Dixon. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
This motherfucker.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. He's coming. Double up. Double up.
Now it's gone. Screen pass from Lindsay. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Gone. For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
That's my 69 overall.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Yeah.
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They run with Breida. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Now it's Breida. The tackle there by Brian Poole. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. So we got man. Banjo.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Gay knocks this one through. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Through an opening, and there he goes.
Hey, what's that running back name, y'all?
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Hey, what's his name? Somebody say it for me.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one
playing
away.
defense. That's it.
This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the
defense.
half.
I told them I got the number 1 defense.
A little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Jerome Baker be out there hitting this.
180. Value 3. Value 3. Shift. General West.
Now gone. And that's caught by Smith. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Hey, 76. 76.
On 1st and 10, gone. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Khalil Mack right there. He ain't running.
Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They run again with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillandale standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Yeah, I nigga all on his head.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now what do you
ready like a
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Goff. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. On the return is Pettis. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Right there, 54.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now on 2nd and 13, Goff. Chris Jones in there to get him sacked number 14 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Goff now.
Thank you.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just about on his own goal line. Here comes Pettis on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give running left is Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now a give coming right is Breida.
And that's supposed to be Jalen Ramsey.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
It's now 4th down.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They run for it with Breida, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed two, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Looking for Campbell downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
76! 76!
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Goff throwing again. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a give to Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Got a man, Slayton.
Motherfucking nigga right there.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Charlie said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. On the handoff, this is Breida. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 15. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time. Goff on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Back to throw. Goff. Campbell making the catch. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Brett Maher on for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Danielle Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Gone. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Brian Anger now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
He needed
every great running
Can't
back
get
skills
enough
I've talked
O-linemen.
with. It's always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
Yeah, star,
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just
pass
going to use that
protecting.
phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white
Superstar
flag.
ability
The
lineman.
Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That ain't that. I mean, shit.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Wonderful.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he
got
stopped
a
where
good
he
run
ultimately
scheme,
would have
but
been, and he's
that
simply
get figured
taken a
out.
knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team
So you
and
be
we were
trash,
losing late in
red.
the
You
game
ain't
like
got
this, and you knew it was
these
it
type
was
of
over,
linemen.
right?
I mean, these
And the
linemen
coach
red.
called a running play
this.
and pretty much said to everyone,
Stacked up
we
good.
want to see something executed well
That's what I'm saying. You
before we
stacked
get
up
out of
good.
here. And that was the message to the team.
Something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and
Stacked
say,
up good. I
we'll
ain't
get
seen
better
nothing
as we
wrong
go
with it.
forward.
I'm just saying
Another throw on
rags.
2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Perfect.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun. Gone.
Thank you.
And they almost had another one.
Grab it,
They
Jalen.
were all over the football in this game. Nearly another
Look
pick.
at that
Now 4th
bullshit.
down.
Use it the whole play.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does
Boy, they
is
gave
embolden
him
the
one.
secondary.
It was
They
a
feel
touchdown.
good about what's going on.
Nah, that
and
wasn't
they
supposed to be a
play better.
touchdown. My
And
dude was
then they
waiting
give
on it the
my
whole
man the
play.
innovation.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here,
They
it's
get
strictly for
figured
show.
out.
We got a plane to catch.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Now they try the right side here.
Jalen Ramsey out
And he'll be
there.
upended after a
Crazy.
gain of 5, up to the 25-yard
I mean, that's
line.
his ability.
Now
I
another
mean, you expect
timeout
that.
called for by the
95
offense.
speed?
So this one
Yeah.
a victory here for
Just
New
really need to
Orleans.
get this.
And it was their defense that really
No, I'm
carried
saying your
this
ability,
victory
your
as they
spin-
allowed the
your
1
spin cycle.
touchdown,
That's what
and
I'm
that was
saying.
all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Saints, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.
Man, he needed that.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't think he got an upgrade.
Half.
Yeah, he just got 2 upgrades. They better not boost that.
I contained them second half. That's that first half outburst.